All right, so in the previous lesson, we saw how we could invoke the search method on a pattern object to look for a pattern anywhere in a string. In this quick lesson, I want to introduce you to the match method on a pattern object. It looks for a pattern, but only at the beginning of a string. So once again, let's practice our syntax. We'll begin by importing our regular expressions module. And on that module, we have a compile function. To that compile function, you're going to give a pattern as a string. And right now, our patterns are very simple. We're going to dive into more complex patterns in just a few lessons. For now, I'm going to use the flower pattern. Again, 6 characters in a row that have to be flower. I'm going to assign this to a variable called pattern. And this time around, instead of invoking the search method on my pattern object, I'm going to invoke the match method. So pattern match, feeding in a string like flower power. And once again, the match method, just like search, is going to look for flower within this string, but the match method is only going to search at the very beginning. Okay, so if flower was found anywhere else in here, we would not have a match. So if it's able to find it, as always, we're going to get a match object on the right-hand side, and that match object is going to have all of its familiar methods. So for example, I can take this calculation and assign it to a match variable. And once again, I can repeat the same logic we saw in the previous lesson. If match, I can print the group, which represents the actual matched keywords. I can print out where it starts. I can print out where it ends. And I can print out the span, which means the starting index and the exclusive ending index. And we can see here that we're able to find it right here at index 0. All right. Now here's the difference between match and search. Search will find the pattern anywhere in the string. Match is only going to match at the very beginning. So if I replace this right here with a red flower in the field, flower exists in this string, but it does not exist at the very beginning. So match will not work. Match will say, I don't see a flower at the beginning, or to be more specific, I don't see the pattern you gave me at the beginning. So it's going to return none instead of a match object. So line number 7 will evaluate to false, and we're never going to actually invoke those methods on none. All right, that's the entire difference. We build up a regular expression pattern using compile. That pattern object has a variety of search methods. One of them is search, which looks for the pattern anywhere in the past tense string, the argument. And the second one we took a look at here is match, which looks for the pattern only at the beginning of the string that's passed in as an argument. In this case, it was a red flower in the field. All right, so there are 2 methods that we can call on the pattern object. In the next lesson, we'll take a look at 2 more whenever we want to identify multiple matches. So I'll see you there.